What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to some insane weather that is happening in Canada right now. So, this weather report was from only a couple days ago in a city called Timmins in Ontario. And I actually had to pull up a map here because I've never heard of Timmins before and I had no idea where it was, but apparently, based on this dotted square here, it's kind of in central Ontario. And it says in Timmins there was this historic snowstorm. And we're talking about, even for Canada, even by Canadian snowstorm levels, this was crazy. And it says it brought on 60 centimeters of snow in less than 24 hours. 60 centimeters. So for us Americans, that's like 2 feet of pure snow in a very, very short amount of time, which, I mean, it's just, that is unthinkable for so many of us Americans. Like, just a few days ago, I was wearing a t-shirt outside. And it's just crazy. Like, just depending on how far north or south you are, like how vastly different it can be. It's really crazy to think about. So today, I want to see exactly what happened recently in this very, very Canadian style snowstorm. So let's take a look.
We are starting to get a bigger picture of just how big that storm was that swept through our region yesterday. Public works crews and plows have been working overtime from one end of the region to the other to clear.
Get out of here. Stop. Get out of here. Go pack it up. Wrap it up. This is wraps. Come on. This is the apocalypse. What are you doing? Canada, what are you doing? I don't know why I'm talking like you did something or like this is your fault. It's like this, seeing this image is like, it's apocalyptic to me. Like, I don't even know how to process this. Okay.
Just a mountain of snow and in some cases ice, depending on where you are in the Northeast.
What?
David Wesley sent us this shot of him trying to make it on foot to a nearby gas bar in Timmins. He says it was too cold and he had to turn back.
What's crazy is there's actually a lot of tracks in the snow. Like footprints, tire tracks. You guys actually go out in this? Like, you can see, it's like tracking a moose or a... I think I have moose on the brain because Canada. It's like tracking a Canadian moose. Like, you see its tracks in the snow and you're like, oh, I see tire tracks. Canadians have been here, which is unbelievable that you guys leave your houses and go around in this. I don't understand how you even do it. This would, when I tell you, for most of the US, this would shut down life as we know it. And nobody would even think twice about that. No, it'd be like, we don't just like nod and be like, yep, not going out in that. I'm gonna die. Canadians is just like another Thursday or something.
Meanwhile, Kayla Vio's husband sent us this incredible video of her just trying to get out of their house in Cochrane. The snow drift almost as tall as...
This is not 2 feet. Who reported 2 feet? Who? 60 centimeters my butt, my keister. What are you talking about? This is like almost up to their chest.
She is eventually able to make it out.
What are we talking about? I know, maybe it's like because it's by, like the snow accumulates by the house or wind or, I don't know. This is like 4 feet. This is outrageous. Like, and Wait, they're getting dressed up to like go out to the grocery store? What are we doing here?
but not without a little bit of a climb. Some anecdotally telling us this is the worst storm they've seen in years, with more on the impact in
That's unbelievable. Respect. Hats off. Toast. Coke Zero toast to you. Especially you in Timmins out there. That's insane. That I guess I understand in Canada where this is more frequent. This is not unheard of. Like, although this is extreme, even by Canadian standards, you guys, like, based on where you live, get used to this and going out in snow and shoveling the snow or whatever you got to do and getting around in these kind of conditions. And that's just life for a lot of Canadians. And you can't just put life on hold when this kind of thing is happening frequently or with some frequency, or else stuff would just be shut down all the time for such a long time because the winter seems to be longer and harsher in Canada. So I understand why you must do it, but I'm not envious of this.
Timmins. Here's CTV's Lydia Chivak.
Councillor Bill Gazdanovich and his son Brock have teamed up to tackle the snow in their driveway left after Monday's blizzard.
This isn't even funny. This isn't even funny. Bless these two guys. Look at a mountain of snow. They're out shoveling the snow. They have created a mountain, their own personal mountain. That guy's got a shovel I've never even seen before. It's got like two handles, like for extra shoveling leverage. I don't know. You guys got like different snow shovels up there in Canada. What's this thing that the guy on the left is using?
Look at Lydia. Look. Brutal. Couldn't be worse. I mean,
With a big smile on his face. Or maybe his face is frozen in that contortion. Bruda, it's been cold for weeks. And he can't even move. No, I think he literally thinks it's like kind of amusing. This guy is kind of a badass.
I've never seen nothing like this. I've been here. The last storm I seen like this was probably back in the 80s, and I actually looked it up. It was 1983 when we had 47 centimeters.
Environment Canada forecasted an accumulation of 40 to 60 centimeters for the area.
I'm sorry. I just can't like help myself with some of these images. This guy looks like a zombie. Like he's so frozen, and he has like a cowl, and his own personal snowplow. By the way, is that common in Canada? Because I've almost never seen somebody with their own snowplow. I've seen it like once or twice. If you're rich, you got one of these babies. But I guess in these parts of Canada, like it's a good investment.
Area.
There was an estimate based on radar and model output. There were about 50 to 60 centimeters of snow around the Timmins area. So it was quite something, quite hefty. Farther south in Sault Ste. Marie, about 22 centimeters.
Yesterday, the city of Timmins advised people to stay home, and many did. However, some motorists took their chances and ventured out.
Well,
People are going out. Okay, so you do have sometimes when there's like literal record-setting snowfall, you finally put out an advisory like, hey, maybe stay in, and people don't even listen. Canadians are just different. You guys, this is kind of cool.
I mean, there's vehicles that just, got stuck right in the middle of the road and they just left them there, and that's unprecedented.
It intensified really quickly. It dropped pressure. And so it was able to create a lot of winds around the system. So not just for the Timmins area, but all around this low pressure system, even for Southern Ontario, for Quebecers. So it was a very far-reaching.
So it's not just Timmins, it's the surrounding area, a lot of Ontario experiencing a lot of snow. And there's some kind of like meteorological phenomenon happening to like cause this, because this seems like more than usual by the sound of it.
and now it's affecting people in the Maritimes. And of course, people in Timmins can sort of breathe a sigh of relief for now.
There's more movement.
What? They can breathe a sigh of relief while the horrors, the snow, torture moves on. It's like, okay, off to you guys now. See ya.
Today, now that the storm has passed and crews have been plowing roads,
Look at these frickin' mounds of snow. So you guys have plows that are strong enough to plow this much snow? Like, that's impressive. A lot of Canada seems to be impressively equipped to deal with like the aftermath of a situation like this. Like already, like there's some pathways through the roads and stuff. Like life is expected to go on, I can tell, pretty quickly after this stuff.
but Timmins councillor John Curley asks people to be patient during this challenging weather event.
We're down to single lanes on main thoroughfares, so we have to remove the snow. So send the blowers in and just take a cut to allow the grader more room to plow.
So single lanes in most parts. When I tell you, most Americans would never go out like in this conditions. And you can see tons of cars on the road. This is wow. I feel like Canadians like probably get a kick out of a lot of like Americans being scared of snow like this, and or a lot less than that. School's been canceled, work has been canceled, everything's been closed down for way less than this in many places that I've lived in the US.
But it's not going to be solved for a while.
While homeowners do their best to dig themselves out, others have to stay put for now.
The car is half buried in snow. This looks like more than 2 feet, I gotta say. And it does look like it with some frequency. Canadians actually, like, this is the second snow plow I'm seeing. You guys have your own personal snow plows. That I guess for somewhere like, for Timmins, I guess it's kind of common to have this. It's not really normal to have this in the U.S.
Themselves out, others have to stay put for now. And some side streets have yet to be plowed.
Not that they've been forgotten. We will be getting to them. It just not.
Did you? Imagine you're in Timmins watching this report, and it's like who is he? Like the town councilor or whatever. He's like, "You haven't been forgotten." It's like, geez, oh my God, get me out of here. It's kind of scary.
Not as quickly as obviously a resident would like.
There are 3 more months in this winter season, and with January and February being the coldest months, Environment Canada says there could be more big clashes of air masses like the one we just experienced, and they advise people to be prepared for anything. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
So there's so much more winter left remaining. Is this not even necessarily like the worst of it, or? I don't know. I saw this this video pop up about this crazy snowstorm happening in Canada, like right now. Cause I did a video recently, like on some of the madness of the snowfall that's happened in like Winnipeg in the past, and then it's like this is happening right now in Canada. So pretty cool to see. Obviously, literally cool, as in cold. Low temperature, and maybe not so cool if you're like buried waist high in snow, but it seems like you Canadians are on top of it. Like, you know how to deal with this kind of situation, which that to me, like, besides actually seeing the extent of the snow, that was insane. But the other impressive thing is seeing how well Canadians deal with this situation. Like, you don't let it really. Obviously, it stops you a bit to some extent, but then you're just like right to it, hacking away the snow, busting out your snow plow in your weird double-handled shovel. So this was really fun to see, actually. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on this crazy Canadian winter snowstorm, especially if you're Canadian and especially if you've experienced any of this storm. That'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.